Here we want to be able to try to find an appropriate viewing rectangle for the function f of x, which is equal to x minus 10 to the third power times 2 to the negative x. So let's go ahead and put that into our calculator here. So we have x minus 10 raised to the third power times 2 to the negative x. Okay, so there's our graph. Which currently we can't see anything in the window. So let's change our viewing rectangle. So we'll go to 0 to 20. And then we'll go from negative 20 to 2 for the y. And let's see what that graph looks like. So there is that graph. Let's look at it on Desmos. So on Desmos, we can put in our window rectangles. So from 0 to 20, negative 20 to 2. Let's go ahead and put in our function x minus 10. And that is cubed times 2 to the negative x. And therefore, there's our picture. So we can see that here is the picture of our first viewing rectangle of this function. Now let's change the window rectangles to see if we can see a better picture. So if we take a look here at x minus 10, we might want to change our x viewing rectangle, or the x min to x max, to be viewed where we can see that if we set this equal to 0, this would add 10 to both sides. So if we put in the x min to be between 8 and 20, let's take a look at what that graph would look like. When we graph, we can see that the line is right on the x-axis. Okay, and let's take a look at that on Desmos. So on Desmos, using the same, let's see here, we're going to use 8, and then this is 20, and then negative 20 to 2. Again, we can see that the line is right on the x-axis. So we might need to now sort of view the y min and y max to be a lot closer for us to see what's happening in between 8 and 20. So let's take a look at the window here. So we're going to have 8 and 20, and then let's change the y minimum to be, let's get a little bit closer, so negative 0.01, and make this positive 0.01. Well, now we can see that there's a lot more going on, and it's above the x-axis when we're looking at that y minimum, y maximum. So maybe we need to go to negative 0.05 or 0.005, and then make this positive 0.005. Well, now we can see that there's a value here at the top, and here's that value of 10, so we can see that the graph looks a lot more clearer. And if we change that y minimum to be negative 0.005, and this to be 0.005, then we should see the same thing that we're looking at over here. So there's two different pictures here. Okay, The first one we saw when we had the first viewing rectangle, and then this is the second viewing rectangle. So let's go ahead and talk about that. So it's like take a look at these two viewing pictures here. Okay, so if we look at the first one, this is the first one that we looked at. And so this first figure shows the actual big picture of what this function looked like on the graph. And then if we take a look at the second graph, which shows that there is a maximum near 10. There is a maximum value. So let's take a look at the next question here. It states that, do you need more than one window, and then why? Well, we obviously saw that with these two pictures or these two graphs. And you need more than one window because no single window can show what the function looks like globally and the detail of the function near x is equal to 10. So you have to investigate a little further.